What does climate change mean to you?
Thank you, Ian. I hope I'm well, at least as concise as Becky was. But I'd like to take a different topic today, and the topic I'd like to talk about is what I consider the most important word in our language today, and that word is the word enough. I don't want to use it as a war cry to say, I've had enough, someone's got to do something, let the government do something. But I want to use it more in the context that I have enough, because I think that is the key to our problem. If we look around us and look at the world through our very complicated eyes, which are an amazing device, and an even more complicated brain, what I see is we are the product of a long process that really is made up of time and stardust. Sorry if this is a little bizarre, but bear with me, please. So to this point, who are we, what are we? Well, really, we are a testament of our ability to outgrow, outfight, outcompete, and outthink our adversaries. And that's whether our adversaries have been natural processes or other competing species, things, people. It worked well. It worked well because it kept a balance of competition. Nature, as biologists know, is just a massive competition between various forces. The problem is that we've reached a stage where we don't need to compete as we used to. In the past, we really never had enough food, security, shelter. Those were our drivers, and they were held in check by the scarcity of food, security and shelter. But now, we've got an abundance of food, security and shelter. So in a way, we've succeeded in a most spectacular fashion. The problem is our must-have, this we must-have mentality, has built up such momentum over millennia that when we've arrived with have, we don't know how to stop. It's not yet in our brains to actually stop. So we've built up so much speed that we must have more. How many of you have got enough superannuation? How many of you have got enough insurance? The truth is, you can never have enough if you talk to a financial advisor. I've got no idea what enough is, but you can never have enough of it. So we've got this momentum. How do we stop it? That's the challenge. We're in this land of plenty. We have to teach ourselves how to stop. We have to superimpose enough over the top of more. It's probably a simple mathematical equation. What have we got in our favour? We've got our intellect. And this is probably the thing that stands us up, that stands us out. Enough is not in our genetic makeup. Not enough is what our genetic makeup is. It is we want to expand, grow more. That is the nature of nature, to grow. So we have to superimpose on top of our genetic material the model of enough. We use our brain to learn enough. And we can do it, and I can give you a good example. I mean, we've got Transition Town is a great initiative. At the core of Transition Towns is we have enough. We have enough where we are. We don't need more, we have enough. Food is probably a better example because food gives me hope for the future. We have genetically within us this mad desire for fat, sugar and salt. We need it. They're very important chemicals to build up our well-being. I look around me, most of us here are not dying from an excess of salt, sugar and fat, yet our biology demands we need that, we want more and more and more. So as humans, we've been able to learn, at least in a dietary way, that enough is enough. And I can go and get salt, sugar and fat galore over at the supermarket, but I don't have piles of it at home. So we've learnt the behaviour of enough over more. And I think it's very profound on a food example that we can do that. So I take heart from that. Enough food, well, one of the enough food things, and for those with children today, we've got some vegetable seeds. I really encourage people to grow vegetables in their backyard. Switching the topic a little bit. If anyone likes some seeds, there are seeds at the table, please take just enough. Don't think, gosh, I'll take as many as I can. Take enough to grow, take enough to give to friends. So enough is the term. The other is about enough light. We've got halogen light bulbs that Ian mentioned down there that you can get away with a lot less light. So instead of 50 watt halogen bulbs, put in 20 watt halogen bulbs. There's enough light in that. So enough is to me, it's the most powerful word. It's the thing that is the term that we all need to learn, and we are learning. And on a couple of final comments, contentment. I have read that when we are content, we have enough. But if we think having enough, that is having more, will make us content, we can never be content. There's just a vicious cycle there. If I don't think I've got enough and then having enough will make me content, the model won't work. It just extrapolates out forever. And look, finally, just to close, as I said, I don't want to tell the government we've had enough. Instead, it's really telling your family, your friends, and especially yourself, I have enough.